JD Vance gave a speech that was so hypocritical that I was actually worried that reality was going to fold in on itself and disappear. Leonardo DiCaprio could do a TED Talk titled The Joys of Dating Women Your Own Age and still come off as more sincere than Vance did. While campaigning in Maine yesterday, famously charmless charisma hole J.D. Vance touted the Republican commitment to stamping out fraud. He really towed the MAGA line on this. A nebulous group of faceless people are probably stealing from Medicaid and welfare, and you should be very mad about that. This tactic is effective because it's hard to prove, it gets people riled up at the idea of others taking advantage of the system, and it implies race without actually mentioning race. Like Natalie Harp, it was engineered in a lab to get a rise out of elderly MAGA men. Except does MAGA actually care about real, provable fraud? Of course not! And let me show you the proof. By the way, my name's Jay Black, I'm a comedian, I do 2 videos about news and politics every single day. If you like what you're seeing, please consider subscribing. Here's J.D. Vance talking big like a divorced dad who's telling you what a great time you're going to have at his apartment this weekend.
No fraud is too small. If you are defrauding the American taxpayer, we're going to do everything that we can to put you in prison and send a message to the other fraudsters. The gig is up. Commit fraud against America and go to jail.
And here's Donald Trump's actual record, undoing all that big talk like eating saltines and fudge for dinner because your divorced dad forgot to go grocery shopping. Trevor Milton was accused of fraud, gave $1.8 million to Donald Trump, got a pardon, and skipped out on $700 million of restitution. Paul Walzak was accused of fraud. His mother attended $1 million a plate dinner for Donald Trump. He got a pardon and skipped out on $4 million of restitution. Changpeng Zhao pleaded guilty to money laundering, engineered a $2 billion investment in Donald Trump's crypto scheme, got a pardon, which cleared the way for him to resume operations in America. Those are just 3 examples of real, actual, so big you can see it from space fraud being erased from the history books like Donald's memory of Eric's childhood. See, because fraud doesn't matter to Donald Trump so long as you're able to pay the right price. So much so that a congressional report just dropped that showed Donald Trump's pardons have erased $2 billion in restitution to victims of fraud. But Donald Trump and J.D. Vance want you to be angry that a mom on welfare used name brand frosting for her child's birthday cake. Because that's always been the trick. Get the middle class mad at the working class so that the ruling class can gold plate their ballroom without any resistance. And my humble advice to you, don't fall for it.